Well, getting out of the second inning made him pretty good. Just his pitches, had plenty of finish on it today. I thought he did a good job of getting into the at-bats and then attacking the strike zone. His fastball was really good. He threw some finished cutters. He didn't throw as many breaking balls as he normally does, which was probably a good thing for him. And he stayed very aggressive today with, sort of a finish mentality, finish his outing, finish the hitters, finish sort of what he started, and showed a lot today. I think he stepped up very big for this team that when we needed it.
What do you think about that strikeout to end the seventh there?
Pretty exciting. I mean, seventh and the eighth. I think both of the way he finished those innings, and to be able to complete his outing was big. He's an emotional guy, even though he's sort of described as a cerebral thinking pitcher. He's got a lot of competitiveness in there, and to watch him finish those at bats like that was key.
Played good defense too.
We played. Collin did, yeah. No, we joke with Keuchel, he might not be the Gold Glover on our own team.
Springer's been getting on base since he came off the DL, but how much do you need him to hit home runs, drive balls?
Really just to be George Springer. He's a dynamic player. The diving play on defense, he had a great walk early in the game where he battled and controlled the strike zone, and then the pull homer is something that he doesn't do a lot. He hits the ball to right center quite a bit. He just missed another homer later in the game, so I think we see him getting back to being the George Springer that can contribute in every facet of the game. So we want him to be productive, whether that's run scoring or run prevention, and he's doing that, and he's doing it at a time where he really had no choice but to get ramped up very, very quickly after missing a lot of time. So I'm impressed with how he's maintained his pace of play, and his composure during the hottest of moments.
Collin had a mid-5 ERA in mid-June, or low 5 ERA.
Mm-hmm.
What was the level of concern at that point, and what has followed since? Was it the Strami project?
Well, I think level of concern. You always have concern for your guys when they're not at their best. The belief in him never wavered. We never considered a type of move with him or getting him out of the rotation or skipping him or things like that because of how he pitches is a very productive way of pitching. He can make pitches for the game plan. He can get guys out in multiple ways. So for us, it was more about getting him on track, and of course, Brent Strom's in the middle of all this with our pitchers, trying to find an edge for him. Does his cutter correct his curveball? Does his usage fit what his strengths are? Those are all questions that we ask out of all of our guys. And as for Collin, I think the aggressiveness, getting down the hill, getting towards the hitter, has been notable for the last dozen starts or so, and I think that's proven to where he can pitch above the strike zone and get swings and misses. I think the cutter to Valencia today showed that he can push guys off the plate and then get him out of way. So there's really no type of hitter that he can't get out when he's executing.
Only one inning where you guys didn't have a runner on base. Are you feeling a little bit better about what the offense is going?
So only one inning in the last 2 games, total, and so I'm very comfortable with how our at bats have gone. Of course, it's I'm probably never satisfied, so we can be a little bit better. But we've drawn some walks, we've been able to get some singles. We've just put a lot of pressure on guys. We're back to stealing a few bases. Other teams are still being a little bit difficult with us, but. Our offense as a whole can be very, very productive, and sometimes we run into good pitching, sometimes we run into a few too many outs, but the dangerous type of offense that we've displayed over the last couple of games in winning this series, is certainly encouraging.
AJ, what is what Rasmus said today and what you guys did in general for your confidence going into this big series against Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Colby's stepped up as well. He swung the bat very well, through this stretch where left-handed pitching, we've been left-handed pitching dominant. You look up and Colby's hitting lefties probably as well as he's hitting righties. And some of that comes with experience. Some of that just comes with sheer will and competitiveness. But he's stepped up. We know he's only a swing away from a homer. He really can lock in on pitches and drive the ball out of the ballpark. So I'm happy with how he's provided that presence in the middle of the order, specifically today, because I think, kickstarting us at the beginning with the homer, and then putting the finishing touch on a great series win, certainly he was in the middle of it.
After the road trip like that, to have a series like this, does it make it feel like, okay, we're back, a little bit of normalcy?
Well, we're home, right? We're supposed to be back. Like that's the way it works. We're playing in Minute Maid. We're a good team here, and it was important for us to come in and win the series. I know we would have loved to have swept. We were in position to win the first game, but every game matters. Wherever we're playing, these next 12, 13 games. This is why we do this. We've been at this for so long, and we're going to have a good time with it. We're going to stress when things don't go our way. We're going to celebrate when it does. This is playoff baseball in September, and we're in the middle of it.
You want to get him in?
I want to win a game. I want to finish a game. I want, we're going through Reddick, Valencia, Butler. He was our best option.
You know where you were 15 years ago today?
15 years ago today? No. Should I?
You were in Baltimore catching berries.
Oh, yeah. I don't know whether that makes me feel young or old or both. I mean, I did tell the Correa before he went up, don't worry, I homered off him at one point, so he can't be that good anymore, right? So, but, now I got one up on Correa. He got him out. So, yeah, Barry and I go back a while. It was nice to see him on the field. I told him before the series that I was proud of him in sticking it out. I think he's going to get a start here with the Hudson Zito. I'm sure Mulder will be there to call it. I mean, they'll have a big reunion party without me.